name's Cristina. I'm a second-year Chicano Studies major at UC Santa Barbara from East Los Angeles, and this is my life. My mother was born in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, and my dad was born in Guadalajara, Mexico. My mother only received a middle school education and my father a high school education. My dad, in hopes of providing his parents with some economic stability, decided to move to Tijuana. He saw it as being one step closer to reaching the infamous American dream. Once in Tijuana, my mom and dad met at a local fruteria and they fell in love. Eventually, after being together for 5 years, my parents got married and, well, you guys can imagine what happened. I was conceived. Due to our proximity to the United States, my parents decided to migrate to the US in their early 20s. Once in the US, my parents faced a lot of discrimination and economic problems. Despite it all, they persevered because they knew I was on the way and they wanted to provide me and my brother with a good future and a better shot of life. Not long after, on September 16, 1996, me and my twin brother Jonathan were born at White Memorial Hospital in Boyle Heights. Of course, I was the cuter one. Things were going great. My brother and I would get to chill all the time, and then my mother decided she wanted to have another baby. Little did we know that there was triplets on their way, and so we were now 5. Being the oldest, of course I had to help my mother with my siblings. Not only did I have to manage schoolwork, but every time I'd come back home, I would help my mother pack her lunch and she'd be off to work. While my mother worked taking care of elders and my father fixed cars, Jonathan and me would stay at home. Jonathan would make me so mad. He would spend all his time playing video games. Meanwhile, I would try to keep the house clean, feed and constantly change the triplets, put them to sleep, and at the end of the day, do my homework. I never really thought of going to college until one of my teachers encouraged me to be a part of AVID. I mean, I knew I had to do something to eventually help my parents, but I didn't know how exactly I would do it. My AVID teacher, Ms. Gomez, became my mentor. Not only did she encourage me to take AP courses, but she helped me apply for college and financial aid and revise my personal statement constantly. On the other hand, Jonathan took basic courses. While I graduated with highest honors from Roosevelt High School and acceptance to my dream school as a computer engineering major, Jonathan graduated and went off to help my dad as a mechanic. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I went into UCSB as a computer engineering major, and while I thought that I would excel because I would no longer have to take care of my siblings, coming to UCSB was such a culture shock. Not only was there not a lot of girls in the major, but the amount of Latinas was even smaller. I clearly remember one of the first courses I took, Computer Science 8. The whole room was mainly composed of white and Asian boys. I swear, out of the 3 girls in the room, I was the only Mexican girl. Oh, and on the other side of the room there was this other boy. He looked Latino too. His name was Frank, and we later became friends. Frank, where the hell are you?
Alright, sorry, is this where I introduce myself?
No, I just want you to stand in front of the camera and not do anything. Yes, I want you to introduce yourself.
Oh damn, alright, so my name is Frank.
Right, Francisco.
Anyway, I'm a second-year computer engineering major from La Jolla, and I first saw Cristina in our computer science class, but we never talked until I took Chicano Studies to fulfill a GE.
Dude, to be honest, I don't know how you survived as a computer engineering major. Those classes were so hard for me.
Yeah, because I'm smart, unlike you who changed majors.
No, you went to a privileged high school. My school didn't prepare me at all for being a computer engineering major. Your school offered way more AP classes and programs that help you apply for college. The only reason why I'm here right now is because of Avid.
Privileged?
Yes, Francisco, privileged. In the Webster's dictionary, privilege is defined as...
I know what privileged means.
Oh, come on, Francisco.
Stop calling me Francisco, I'm Frank.
Both of your parents went to college, your brother is a lawyer, and you come from an affluent community.
Dude, we're both Mexican though.
I guess, yeah, but come on, you're a second generation Mexican American, your older brother went to Harvard and he's a lawyer now. Your dad is a doctor and your mom is a psychologist. We both might be brown, but we have different realities.
Hey, at least I identify as a Chicano now. You taught me, girl.
Yeah, dude, you better be proud. I mean, we're colonized people. Be conscious, boys. So yeah, because I came from a predominantly Latino community, I wasn't aware of how different I was from other students, at least not until coming here. I wasn't aware of my identity and the baggage that came with it. The challenges I faced and would continue to face not only occurred because I'm a young woman, but a young woman of color. I didn't think that coming to UCSB would cause me to think about my ethnic identity, but it only happened because it felt so marginalized from existing communities. While 25% of my fellow Chicana and Latina friends had more ethnic diversity at their high schools, I fell into the 15% of those that had the least, therefore identifying as their parents did, Mexican, or in some cases, Hispanic. After coming to UCSB and taking some Chicano studies courses, I realized that I'm not similar to my parents because we're diverse backgrounds and I, along with 45% of my peers, changed our perception of our ethnic identity to Chicana and Latina. I take a lot of pride in calling myself a Chicana because it allows me to feel comfortable with the way I choose to identify myself. At the end of the day, we're all Cristina.